Detective Sipowicz and Clark, Jennifer Martin, RN, and Dr. Claire Wachtel.
Any idea who did this?
Well, I could give you about 200 candidates.
Religious groups?
Religious, pro-life, some are just plain wackos.
Any threats recently?
Well, we don't have bars on the windows and cameras and a guard for show.
Meaning there's always threats?
Always.
Any of them stand out?
Whenever my life or the lives of the people that I work with are threatened, it stands out, Detective.
But as far as any group specifically threatening to firebomb, no one's done that if that's what you're asking.
What about patients? Anyone angry at you? Anyone suing?
Patient information is privileged.
We get that, but your guard was killed.
We can't discuss patients. Confidentiality is our stock in trade. Now, without that, we might as well shutter the place.
It looks like you're gonna have to anyway.
Not for good.
Can you help us with the groups who have threatened you?
I'll get the file.
You're the nurse, Martin.
Jennifer Martin, yeah, I wanted to know how the case was going.
Slow.
Have you talked to any of the pro-life groups?
A few. None of them are looking good for it. Some things don't add up.
Like what?
Ms. Martin, do you have something for us?
People don't sneak in dressed like spies just to see how a case is going.
Well, maybe I'm a little paranoid because my office was bombed today.
Okay.
I mean, has that ever happened to you?
Something bothering you, Ms. Martin?
Yeah, I'd like to know how many times you have been taunted on your way out of work and then followed home and then walked out your front door the next day to find a miniature graveyard with little white crosses.
Ms. Martin.
I have been with this clinic for 5 years and we have put up with a lot of terrorism, and so have our patients, so I understand and agree with Dr. Wachtel's position on patient privilege and confidentiality, but I just... Pete, our security guard, had died. He was a sweet man, and I have 2 kids myself. I am sick of fearing for my life.
You should take a seat here. Am I right thinking that you want to help, but you think doing that might betray Dr. Wachtel?
I believe in what she stands for, but that's not going to help find who did this.
Whatever you give us, we'll say we got it anonymously.
No one will ever know.
I'll know.
This is a patient list?
From the past year, the asterisks are the people you should talk to first.
As suspects?
They had complications, lodged complaints. Some of them made threats. It's all spelled out on the sheet in back. I could lose my job for this, or be sued by Dr. Wachtel, or every person on that list, or both. So safeguard that. Don't let anyone know where it came from.
We never saw you.
And please, don't call me a spy again.
Bad choice of words.